Snäll, sen stavиш da bzi,
En nou, nou, ik ga er boven smaakt, hè?
Wacht niet uit, zeg maar, nou weg.
Ik ga niet en niet zo ben via dit des, dus is mooi. Dus is fijn, nou, je was je kast, ik ben je echt niet meer uit, zeg.
Ja, dat weet mag niet in de stad, ik ben wel weg.
Du machst nicht einfach nicht jetzt hier. Jetzt bist ja nicht jetzt jeder was. Ja, ich schnell schau der Mensch nicht. Ja, was macht ihr bitte? Ist viel schneller. Ja, da. Hier bist du nicht mehr raus, Mann. Ja, ich bin wie was na, aber ja, ach, so war ich ja nicht auch komm mir mit so nicht schlafen das. Ja. Ja, ich bin hier auch. Ik leef net naar ik baan. Je pakt straks niet naar, maar ben je rekening is maar. Straks niet meer. Ja, was mooie red. En nu is het hier.
Snurk wel, ja, neem het uit. Ja, neem die, ja.
Ook niet zo, nog misschien wel. Misschien wel. Ja, zo zit nou dus yes, nou ik ga snel.
Hij wordt er weg uit de weg. Nee,
Slide on must be and will first not yourself. No, it's not on the arrow. Yeah,
he's never.
He's never. He's not seeing my fur wing it. Following it.
Nee, girls, is niet uit.
Als hij hem de maag, dat is net zo leuk.
He's never.
He's never weg, maar nee, maar.
No man, no fell.
Of me, niet moest. Look, je weet, wat zie je? Het is niet zo. Dat ik ben al door. Dat is weer hard. Ik ben niet haar. Ik ben niet meer. and I really liked that part of acting, but at a certain point I was like, I don't know if I really like this. Like, I didn't know if it felt like necessarily my calling. And of course I had incredible trepidation about leaving this great career or doing it a lot less and trying something else. And you know, when I sent my first newsletter from my kitchen in London in 2008, I definitely harbored a very secret desire to want to create a business, but I was,
If they are taking a risk and trying to build something, they've all been told at some point, I suspect, it won't work, it's not smart, it's not, you know, whatever. And so you get criticized.
11, yeah.
11?
Well, when I was just by myself, you know, there wasn't a
Not
lot to lead. Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know if any of you have read Reid Hoffman's book, Blitzscaling, but it's a really good book. And he talks about kind of the impact of cultural shifts when you go from being little to medium. 250 people with an office in LA and a smaller one in New York. And how do you disseminate that feeling of being united and working towards the same thing? And, you know, I've sort of realized recently, I think, that I thought, oh, you know, you have to model culture from the top down, and these are the tenets of how we do it, and these are the values. But, you know, recently, since I can't interact with everybody every day anymore, I think it's so important for an organization to understand that they are responsible for the culture. And like, what are you saying? What are you not saying? What is your body language? Like, are you back channeling? Are you brave enough to speak straight to somebody and have that conversation and take care of it there? And I think it's super important that, you know, everybody who's coming in to the company understands that they are here's what we're aspiring to, and you are responsible for it as
How do those highs and lows compare to your old life?
Well, you know, when you are an actor on a film set, you are a cog, and it can be fantastic. But, you know, to be an entrepreneur and have control over your own destiny is obviously a great thing. But for me, what I love most about it is I love working with amazing, brilliant, and I love innovating. I love pushing boundaries and trying to do something new. It's very exhilarating. I think what's excruciating about it is it's just really hard. And you know, I think too, trying to balance growth with building a company that, you know, you can really, that's sustainable. And, you know, when you take VC money, as we know, you know, they want to see this really accelerated growth rate. And, you know, when you look back and think of, you know, there's so many companies that kind of are in our wake that have kind of gone down the drain of the LTV to CAC, like buying bad customers. And, you know, I really want to, what I'm trying to figure out now is like, you know, we've had mostly organic growth. You know, we create a customer through that as opposed to through the more kind of standard channels. And maybe that means you grow, you know, at 33% instead of 40%, but, you know, and then you have to manage expectations over here. But, you know, to me, it's so important. It's so important that, you know, you're not making mistakes because you're being pushed to hit some kind of arbitrary metric.
to share our journeys, our struggles, and our victories. At Architects of Change, we believe it's how we build community, and it's our hope that these conversations inspire and ignite you to become architects of change in your own lives, your own homes, and in your own communities. Architects of Change and Ford, both innovators ready to go further for change, both challenging you to do the same. Okay. All right, can everybody hear me? All right, good afternoon, and
Wow, fantastic. Gwyneth, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Here's how this works. We're going to take turns trying to sing well-known songs, and we're going to have most of the lyrics in front of us on cue cards. But when
Okay.
the music stops, we'll only see a blank, and it'll be up to us to finish the line correctly.
Oh, no.
If you don't get the lyrics exactly right, the microphone in front of you will spray water in your face.
What?
But if you can slay it and sing all the words perfectly, then your opponent gets sprayed in the face. And I'm really competitive and I love music. Woo!
Oh my God.
Sound good?
No.
All right, perfect. Let's do it. First, let's put on our safety glasses because safety. Gwyneth, you are up first.
God.
Go ahead and hit the button. Let's see what song you get. Girls just want to know. No Tears Left to Cry.
Oh God.
Ariana Grande. No, that's a good one. That's
no,
an easy
I know,
one.
but I can't sing
I
like
got no doing that.
Ariana
There you go.
Grande.
Picking it up and picking it up, but then it gets really confusing. Well, there you go. Whenever you're ready, Ruth's.